After the crash, it became clear to all of us that there were interstate communication breakdowns between other states, and I immediately ordered an in-depth review into the procedures and processes within the New Hampshire DMV.
The governor of New Hampshire announcing the pitfalls in their own division of motor vehicles following the discovery that the Massachusetts RMV failed to process out-of-state driver notifications for years. Good evening. I'm Beth Ward.
And I'm Chris Pisano. Officials say the decision to review their own DMV came after the deadly crash in Randolph, New Hampshire that left 7 motorcyclists dead from a Massachusetts driver whose license should have been suspended.
Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo is live in the studio now. Audrey, what did New Hampshire find out?
Chris, Beth, like Massachusetts, New Hampshire officials admitted that they too discovered a backlog of unprocessed notifications dating back 2 to 3 years. However, Granite State officials were quick to distance themselves and their DMV from the failures documented in Massachusetts that led to Vladimir Zhukovsky driving on what should have been a suspended license.
A complete different situation. That is a real crisis down there.
New Hampshire's governor claims the differences between their division of motor vehicles backlog and the backlog found in the Massachusetts RMV are night and day.
There was massive systematic failure within the state of Massachusetts. It's so widespread. You have issues of boxes not being found and in the closet and all that kind of stuff. That was not the issue here.
Still, the director of the state's DMV says there was a backlog of more than 13,000 unprocessed driving notifications committed by New Hampshire drivers out of state. Officials say the backlog was the result of too many notifications being generated that required manual review from a DMV employee.
It became clear that there was a history of not being able to catch up on time.
Officials say the oldest unprocessed notifications stemmed back as far as July of 2016, but that they weren't forgotten. Rather, the safety commissioner insists they were always being moved through a queue. It's just that that queue turned into an ever-growing tidal wave, and DMV employees couldn't keep up.
We never abandoned these backlogs. We have always had a plan.
With that staggeringly high number came the admission that New Hampshire's DMV narrowly dodged a bullet.
We cross-referenced the resulting suspensions against the New Hampshire fatal accident records. There were no New Hampshire fatalities connected with the suspensions resulting from these backlogs.
And now officials say they're caught up. That fatal crash in New Hampshire showing it could have been in the nick of time.
There is no current notification backlog within the New Hampshire DMV.
Coming up on Western Mass News at 6, we'll have more on what the state plans to do to fix this problem going forward through the law books. Reporting live in studio, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.